Today on Let's Talk Tech, we shall be talking about the newly launched beta version of the Bank of Ghana database portal by the central bank. Now, the portal aims at providing a single environment for extracting and visualizing macroeconomic data. Now, the portal also helps to meet data request demands from the general public and support research work. Let's have a discussion, and of course, our tech analyst, Henry Kobler, lead for iSolve Africa, joins us via Zoom for that. Thanks so much, Henry, for your time here on the marketplace. Have you accessed the portal yet, and what do you make of it?
Thank you very much. So yes, I have accessed the portal. I think that it's a way to go. I mean, I've been personally impressed by how Bank of Ghana basically has jumped onto technology and is making use of technology. You generally don't have that coming from regulators within the space. And so seeing that Bank of Ghana basically is putting a lot of effort into making sure that it's making accessibility to technology, and it's making the general public have more access to kind of data, and also to be able to have a lot of engagement with them, I think is more impressive. I've personally been on the portal. I have seen that there are quite a number of sectors that have been enabled on the external sector, the physical sector, the monitoring sector. I mean, the real survey-based indicators are all in place on the platform, and it gives quite some level of data for general public. I think that it makes a good way where assessing macro data on the economy gives a lot of impression to almost all the sectors that would need such data in terms of research, and also to be able to have available data on the go.
Great. So what, in your view, will this upgrade do for persons seeking to source large volumes of data from the Bank of Ghana, you would say?
I think it cuts down on the level of request that is sent to Bank of Ghana generally. And so you having the data on your hand basically gives you a large access to the data that you could use for levels of surveys and research, and also to be able to make some level of decisions when it comes down to sectors within the financial control. So I basically think that it gives a more prominent, because it's more interactive. That's the most impressive thing I think it is. And so it gives you a level of pointers. I'm yet to see if there are API controls to be able to pull such data and to be used in more intelligent softwares to make some level of market decisions that would help some businesses grow, and also to give some level of analytics to the analysts that are being in there. But generally, I think that it's a way to go. This is basically the beta version. And so I'm sort of expecting that there are quite a lot, number of indicators that are going to be pushed on there for most of the market users to be able to have such data available.
Henry, how safe are these sites, and what can be done to reduce potential risks?
I think the Bank of Ghana relatively, I'm not saying that it's hosting it on its own service, but generally I think that they're having a lot of partnerships. I have seen the sandbox that was released by Bank of Ghana with some level of connection to tech companies. And so I'm basically coming to that understanding that there's a lot of collaboration with third-party users, third-party companies to build such platforms to be able to give such data, and also to be able to receive more data from public. Generally, I'm sure the Bank of Ghana would have done a lot of due diligence in terms of jumping onto some of these platforms and being able to give these data. I mean, data in this day and age is gold. And so if we're having access to the data, generally, which you would have had to request and had to make available to the public, generally on the go, I think that it's a way to go for me. In terms of the access of how safe it is, I think that I'm sure that it should be in the right frame of pointers and due diligence from Bank of Ghana when they are jumping onto tech platforms.
Thank you very much. Henry Kobler, lead iSolve Africa, speaking to us on Let's Talk Tech on today's edition.